Welcome back to another episode of the Tennessee Titans franchise. It is the 15th week in our 4th season. And we are coming off our first season loss against the Minnesota Vikings in a home game. It was something that I was kind of waiting for to happen. It didn't happen at all. All right. It was really quite surprising how long we managed to keep up the winning streak. And I'm absolutely happy with the team. Really, really happy. Last week, and I'm still a little bit in shock, we really fought hard. In the end, I think, again, it was down to clock management. I could have taken a little bit more time. We would have won the game 24-21. But in the end, they got back. Quinn Ewers is an absolute beast, and they really, really pushed hard. And in the end, they got the touchdown, which pushed them ahead. I couldn't capitalize on anything in 6 seconds anymore, and that was the game. First season loss, but what weighs worse than that is the loss of our starting quarterback. Yes, we lost Will Levis, and we didn't just lose him for a while. We lost him for 37 freaking weeks. He's completely out with a complete ACL tear, the anterior cruciate ligament, and that's the season basically, and that's 1.5 seasons overall. So with a very heavy heart, and this is really a heavy heart, I have to place him on the injured reserve list. I cannot capitalize on his prowess any longer. I can't use him any longer in this season, and that really hurts. It is a gigantic dampener on our Super Bowl plans. I feel like we would have had a shot at it, but not like this. Not like this. I will also be putting Caleb Farley on the injured reserve list. He might be a player that might return, so this is probably something that you might question right now, but I have a plan, and that plan is we will have to bring in quarterbacks. Of course, we only have one starting quarterback as it stands right now, and that, of course, is Malik Willis. To be honest, I'm not too unhappy with him, but of course, looking at the overalls, it's a 77 versus an 86. There has to be a difference, and there is a difference, and that is just something that really pains me quite a lot, actually. We had Will Levis very far developed. But anyways, we have to find solutions, and those solutions are called Greg Snow, and they're called Dave Atkinson. Both are players that I have in my practice squad. We will be signing both to the starting setup, to the starting team, and they're just gonna be sitting there learning from behind Malik Willis, and I do hope that that this kind of pays off, and that we don't lose another QB. If Malik Willis goes down, that's the season. I'm calling it. That's the season. By the way, in case you're wondering, I also checked the free agents pool. I checked the quarterbacks that were available, and there's just nobody in here that's really any bigger improvement, right? We've got Geno Smith, 72 as a backup. Yeah, Matt Corral, 2769. He's worse than the ones I have, and that just goes for all of these here. Some of these might be really serviceable, and I'm not saying that they're bad per se, but I have to be honest, I don't see the benefit in signing any of these to our team. Most of the younger ones are on the practice squads anyways, so there we go. We're going to take a look at the practice squad eligible players. If there's anybody that has kind of suddenly appeared here, because we have 2 spots now opening up, so that is nice. Jacob Cowing, that is of course a wide receiver, don't need that. Grayson Murphy, 24 and 72. Now we've got Braden Higgins, that's a tight end. Again, not needing any of these. Wide receiver, kicker. These are not positions that I'm really looking for. So I will not be diving into this any further. This week we have a super tough game against the Eagles. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. Coming off of the loss last week, we have very severe morale debuffs, and we're going to be taking a look at the Eagles straight away. Jalen Hurts, this is the X-Factor quarterback for the Eagles. Of course, he's 28, 99 overall, 9th best ranked QB in the league. looking fantastic. He is fantastic. He's such a good quarterback. To be honest, if the Eagles don't implode for some weird reason, I can absolutely see them going to the Super Bowl again and winning it. Bo Nix here out of Oregon with 2 years experience. Tanner McKee and Lamar Abram are the backup QBs. Bo Nix actually not horrible, right? Not really horrible. In a good position to take over in case Jalen Hurts gets injured. Running backs, we've got DeAndre Swift, we've got Jaquin Jackson, and Devin Osgood. Again, nice setup, a very young player, another young player, but with a already pretty good overall 84, and DeAndre Swift as the starting running back. Really fantastic here. Adam Prentice is the fullback. The wide receivers consist of Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, no changes there. We also have Malik Neighbors in here. That is a 2-year veteran. KJ Osborne and Nigel Hendricks. KJ Osborne, of course, formerly of the Vikings. Everybody else has been drafted here. And or these players have always been on the Eagles anyways. Tight ends are Dallas Goedert, still going strong, 31.89. We've got Jaheim Bell out of Florida State, 2 years experience, and Colby Parkinson, 27.76. Just a very balanced tight end room. We've got one very good tight end, and then these two here who are pretty close to each other. Looking at the offensive line, I've got Jordan Mailata, 29.91, and Tegra Chibola with 1 year experience. I mean, 23.79, that is pretty good already. He's getting in a good position to take over from Jordan Mailata here later on. Left guard, Landon Dickerson, 27.93. Very, very good left guard. Greg Drayton, Thomas Cooper as the backup players. Already nice overalls, especially the 22-year-old one. Zach Fraser, 24.87. That's a superstar right there. In the center position, behind him Nolan Gordon as a backup. At right guard, we've got Jason Hines, 26.75, and Gottlieb Ayedze. These here, or Yidze, if you want to pronounce it that way. But this is the first position that's a little bit weird. This is not that highly rated, so I could really see this one here. I mean, not becoming a problem, but just being the weakest here. Then we've got Sam Cosmi on the right tackle position. Behind him, Tyler Steen. And Sam Cosmi joining from the Washington Commanders, of course. On defense, we've got Josh Pascal. We know this dude. We traded him to the Eagles. They had Kyron Johnson, and they also had the player that we signed basically in this trade. And yeah, the Eagles get an experienced starting edge rusher, 26.80, and we get a good backup player that will learn behind our starter. That's Malcolm Rodriguez right now, who's a little bit older, just 1 year, approximately the same overall, a little bit higher even, but as a star dev trade as well. So there we go, that was that. Right edge, we've got Josh Sweat here, 29.91, and Ricardo Berry. Again, this is a very nice edge rushing duo. At D-tackle, we've got Jaelyn freaking Carter, 25.94, with a superstar dev trade. He is going to be absolutely massive, 8th best ranked D-tackle in the game. Jordan Davis, another superstar, so 2 superstar D-tackles rushing us, and Chris Allen as a backup. Left outside linebackers, Hasten Reddick, 31.86, fantastic outside linebacker. Nolan Smith Jr., nothing less, 25.86. He will be taken over here, and the succession is in full effect. Mid linebackers, Nakobe Dean, 25.88. We've got Alexander Hatchett here and Aubrey Miller. But of course, Nakobe Dean is the starter and the best one here. Right outside linebackers, Calabon Chason, 27.77 overall. Alton Robinson behind him. On corner, we've got Keely Ringo, 24.84. D'Angelo Wallace, that's a rookie, 21.84. The same overall as a rookie already. That's fantastic. DeMarco Thomas, another very good rookie. David Holt and Alani Shelton as backups. So really liking this setup as well. Free safety, Jordan Whitehead. Behind him, we've got Caden Stearns. Jordan Whitehead, where did he come from? Isn't he from the New York Jets? Exactly, New York Jets defense. And Caden Stearns, is he from the Vikings? Nah, Denver Broncos. All right, okay. So a newly formed free safety group. Sidney Brown at strong safety, 26.84. And Trey Rose, that's a 1-year veteran out of Southern Illinois. Kicker is Ethan McLaughlin, and the punter is Rigoberto Sanchez. So, what do we do? Again, how do we stop this? And especially, how do we use the players that we have at our disposal, the quarterbacks. That is just something that is completely, yeah, turning my head upside down. We're going to try and limit Jalen Hurts, all right? We're going to be looking at the short passing as always, but the thought process here is if we can stop him from scrambling, if we can stop DeAndre Swift, if we can stop the tight ends and the wide receivers in the short range, then that is a big accomplishment. Looking at the fatigue, we're going to go half pads. I don't want to risk any injuries here. It, of course, is Neil Wilcox. I'm going to go with the backups here. Right edge, this is going to be backup training. D tackles, we're going to go with backup training. Left outside linebacker, we're going to split this. Here it is going to be, let's go with a split here for this one. Backup at right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, let's split this, and here let's split it as well. I don't want to have anybody injured in this week. Not any more injuries. Don't think I could take it. Run inside to avoid debuffs as always, and on offense, yeah, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be training the backups a little bit more. I'm going to be very careful with what I do with Malik Willis. Malik Willis, of course, needs experience, but if he gets injured, we're down to 2 practice squad quarterbacks, and that is going to be an absolute shit show. I'm just going to put it as it is. No use in sugarcoating that one. All right, let's split the tight end training. I'm going to be splitting everything. I just don't want to have any injuries right now. I don't really want to see that. All right, Dylan Fletcher, start F trade. Caleb Palmer, question mark. All right, Glenn Starr, Derrick Knox, Adisa Isaac, and Justin Patton. Yes, Justin Patton moved in here because Will Levis dropped out, of course, being injured. He can't train anymore. I'm actually looking at these two, giving these players here practice, giving them play time, giving them time to just grow. I think that's exactly what we need to do, and what is the clever thing to do. Malik Willis, yeah, of course, but for the most part, he is pretty much set. But what if he gets injured? And one of these two dudes will have to step in. This is going to be very hard to handle then. I will be looking at Greg Snow a little bit more now. I might be comparing both just in a moment, just to get a better idea who does what better. All right, just to put that out there. All right, so 200 plus rushing yards. Yeah, let's just try this one here. Allow 24 points. All right, 250. I'm gonna go with 200 yards. I really am not very optimistic looking at this game. 450 offensive yards. Again, if we get 200 yards, that's 5 points. So we're gonna go with this one here, and with that, we're gonna start training. All right. Thank God there's no further injuries. I was really holding my breath on this one here. Yeah, really sad. Very sad about this one here. Just as he was about to really get going, we get an injury. Ah, crud. Well, whatever. We have to handle this. We're going to be upgrading players now, all right? Only Kelvin Joseph. Of course, going half-pad training and splitting it is a lot of... not a lot of experience points that are being generated right there. We are using these the buffs that the players get from the training. I'm currently buffing the offense a lot. I will be putting this into the quarterbacks because we just need those 2 quarterbacks. They have normal dev traits, and to be honest, I don't really want to go for a QB in the draft. So we're going to be just sticking with what we have here. All right, we've got Greg Snow and we've got Dave Atkinson. Neither is a scheme fit like Will Levis is. So there we go. We're going to be taking a look at Greg Snow now. All right, 22 years old, rookie out of Texas. He is 6 foot tall, 208 pounds. All right, so throw power is pretty high. Tip accuracy is not good. Medium accuracy, short accuracy is decent. Awareness, pretty low. Throw on the run, play action under pressure is very bad. Break sack is decent. Secondary attributes, he seems to be quite quick. I think he's one of those scramblers. Yeah, scrambling QB style. So there we go. He's a little bit higher rated, all right? But when I look at Dave Atkinson here, he is a little bit closer to being a field general scheme fit. He has very good throw power. The deep accuracy is pretty bad. Medium accuracy, short accuracy is actually the best here. Awareness is low, throw on the run is low, play action under pressure breaks out. That it's just really not looking good. I'm leaning very hard towards Greg Snow for obvious reasons. I will be letting both develop, and we'll just see who we keep on the team. I mean, it's it's something that we have to decide anyways. So, without any further ado, let's head into this game against the Eagles. It's a home game, that at least is something. And after that, we're going to have division games again against the Texans and the Colts. So here we go. Here we go. Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. Of course, it's a clash of conferences, this one. Nice. And Chig Okonkwo, fantastic. 1,245 receiving yards, 73 receptions, 10 touchdowns. And now he's losing his primary pass giver. All right, he still is a massive weapon for me. A massive weapon. But the Eagles are a very good team with a very high-powered defense. And high-powered defenses usually tend to really hurt our offense. And that is not only, figuratively speaking, it is literally. They are hurting us. People get hurt. My offensive linemen get hurt when they are faced with very hard hitting defenses that are just really putting a lot of pressure, hitting hard, high strength ratings. So that is something that we just have to take into consideration. The team stands behind Malik Willis fully. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez, number 14, preparing to kick the ball. We are receiving, of course, and we're getting ready to start our first offensive drive. We will have to keep in mind that our quarterback is going to be playing a little bit differently, all right? So we have to be looking towards the safer options, probably. There we go, completed. And that is an injury for Jordan Davis, number 90, going down. 4 yards on this first pass here for Malik Willis. Let's go with the close play action cross. Again, those further routes, we've got the throw power, but we don't have the accuracy. So, this is Caleb Palmer. I'm looking at Josh Whyle. Alright, here we go. Caleb Palmer, nice route. And he is pushed out of bounds here. But Malik Willis hitting the target. These two names are so much alike. So much alike. There we go. Nice. Good throw. Good route. Caleb Palmer securing the ball there. I really want to know what his depth trade is. I really want to see that revealed. We're going to go with Chris McAdams. Left-hand side run. Oh, yikes. Alright. 2nd and 9. That was a 1-yard pickup. Last week, 12 rushes, 71 yards. He's a fighter, right? He really is a fighter. But it is hard. It is very hard getting yards. Tyjae Spears just is way more explosive, way tougher. So here we go. That was nice. Beautiful run here. Chris McAdams. Very nice screen here. Malik Willis 3 for 3 currently, 44 yards to his name. Halfback zone week. Let's go. Alright, so what do we do? Which play do we like? We're going to try a bench here. Treylon Burks out there. Let's hit him quick. Let's hit him hard. Nice. Reeling it in. And there we go. Number 98 seems to have been injured here. Who's that? That's Carter. Alright, Jaelyn Carter. I mean, an absolute fantastic drop in the draft to the Eagles. Everybody had him really going pretty quickly, but the Eagles could draft the players they wanted. So that was really interesting. Alright, Chris McAdams. Let's go. Let's go. Let's be quick. And we get spun inside the end zone. Number 8 does catch up with us. That is Whitehead, of course. But Chris McAdams, very quick on that route. Finding a spot, finding the space to run into. And there we go. And Malik Willis doing well on his first drive. Come on, defense. Defense holds him. Big call here by the defense. That's fantastic. All right. We're going to go left. Again, Chris McAdams. Let's try this one. They're setting up in a way that is not entirely... Chris McAdams, injury timeout. Stays down, getting up very slowly. Alright, let's go with the dagger. It wasn't fantastic. Amari Rodgers is an option here. I would like to hit him over there, but I think it's going to be Chig. Just like that. Can't turn any... Oh, Jesus, man. Number 30 takes him down, and another injury. Please not into the tunnel. Alright, thank God. Thank God it's just a bench. Bruce Sternum will not be able... Alright, so we're down to JD Bradley. And we're down to... Derrick Henry. Come on, JD Bradley. And this is what I meant. Towards the end of the season, you start collecting injuries when players get tired. Players get pummeled a lot. And yeah, we do get a... Jesus, man, Bruce ribs. Oof. And I mean, we do get a first down, so that is positive, but again, it is not without risk. And if we hit the playoffs in a state like this, with a lot of injuries, Peter Skoronski out. Has to take a break. Halfback gut by JD Bradley. Oh, this is really... Look at the setup. There's actually hardly any gaps. I'm going to be looking for Burks on this one here. Just get him way over there. Josh Whyle probably as a potential safety valve going out there. And that is out of bounds. The accuracy is not as great as that for Will Levis. Alright, we're going to try the verticals. Those usually work quite well. Of course, they work best if a Chig runs them. So, Treylon Burks running that. Let's see what happens. We have to hit the back there. Oh, there was number 37 was in the way. That's Ringo, of course. Gonna try not to curse, but we're gonna have to punt it here. Ryan Stonehouse has to punt it very far back. Like, let's try and get it like this. Boom. There we go. I would have liked to actually take him down quicker. Maybe get the ball loose, but that didn't happen. We're in the second quarter. 3 minutes 49. And I can tell you something. I'm really feeling the lack of precision that Levis brings to this team. And yeah, but I don't want to just bitch and moan around, all right? I mean, this is the NFL, and this can happen anytime. Just take a look at Aaron Rodgers. Basically, completely busted the entire season for the Jets. Within the first, was it the first drive? Was it the second drive? I don't know. Or the first snap. But it was just so quickly. And immediately the season collapsed. So, of course that can happen. And of course it's realistic. Doesn't make it any less painful. Alright, looking at Whyle, Burks, or Clancy even. Nice. I was knocked out but at the last second. Come on, man. That was... The ball was secure. The ball was secure, but gets hit pretty hard. Seemingly the ball coming out because of that. 25, let's see. Here's switch. Let's go with the mesh again. Let's try that again. But we're going to go with the Burks this time. Caleb Palmer also has a nice route. But I have to look to my... Oh, for fuck's sake, man. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. And we're not playing clean football right now. We're playing sloppy. Extremely sloppy. We should be 14-0 up. Should be 14-0. And we're not. Can we please... Uh, yeah, this is this is really hard, you guys. This is a completely different feel compared to having a starting QB. But okay, Malik Willis isn't bad, so of course we're gonna stop complaining here. Ooh, fucking hell! And I run into him. I try to evade him. Yeah, catch interference. If that, man. 15 yards. Try to evade him. Can't really disappear into thin air, can I? I was going so quickly. I was there very close. So let's go. Teammate 16. They've caught up with us. Peter Skoronski. He was going into the block, and I just saw him kind of let loose here, and the player bringing the pressure was free to go. All right, I will be focusing more on one player now. I don't think I can be as much of an improviser with Willis as I can with Levis. So let's go like this. Noah Clancy short route. A little bit of a discussion here. Let's bring in Muti here, just to give him some time to rest up. I don't really mind it too much. Bringing in other players. Let's see if we can get this one here. Josh Whyle is my runner in the route that Chig usually has. That is the accuracy. I would love that to be a pass interference. Thank God. But it still is. It's he's not as quick as Chig is. All right, he's not as quick, which means that it just takes longer to get into position, and then that is that of course is more of a challenge. There we go. We have to go for the easier route. We have to go for the easier option. We can't go for the aggressive plays like I did before. I would go for the aggressive routes here if I had Chig and Will on the field. I don't, so I have to go for the short routes. Just pick up yardage, slow and secure. Speaking of secure, starting to cherish my starters a lot, guys. All right, again, Treylon Burks, Josh Whyle will go back there. Let's go. And there we go. Treylon Burks. Let's go. Go down. Oh no. Hit out of bounds. Jordan Whitehead with an injury. Number 8. Stops the clock. I would have liked to get the clock running. I don't want to give the ball back to them one more time. I don't want to do that. So we're going to go like this here. Derrick Henry's lining up outside. Josh Whyle could go into the end zone. I don't think we will. Just going forward 6 yards, and now the clock is ticking down. Again, I don't want to give him the ball anymore. We're going to go with a gun formation. Alright, gun formation. I've got Derrick Henry here with me, which means I can look for an inside zone play like this. Let's just quickly shuffle around a little bit here. Gonna let the clock run down. We're gonna go into the halftime with the lead. Well, that much is for sure. So off we go. Derrick Henry. Oof. Go, 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 go. And we push forward to the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and inches. Again. Inside zone, slight curve. JD Bradley. 14 seconds on the clock. Push forward, man. Do you see that? The power is missing. Of course, he's not as developed yet. And he gets stopped. Gets stopped pretty emphatically. Alright, we're at the 1-yard line here. And it'll be a shame if we don't get this. I'm going to try and hit Amari Rodgers here. Yeah. Incomplete. Basically, we can try the pass plays here. We can go for another pass play. If it's incomplete, it's incomplete. I don't care. Doesn't really matter all that much. we have enough time to score a field goal. And we score a touchdown. There we go. Treylon Burks catches the ball. Good pass by Malik Willis. And that is a signal of strength. Netane Muti's here, number 57, stepping in. And Treylon Burks catches the ball here immediately under a lot of pressure. Hard shove in the back, pushing from the front. But he holds on to the ball. All right, ball goes to the Eagles. Come on, defense. All right, we limit them to a field goal, so that at least is something. Even if I would have liked to put up a little bit more of a fight here and completely shut them out, that would have been fantastic. We need to shut them out, and here we go. J.D. Bradley on the left-hand side run picks up a first down. Again, all these players that we have, from the starters down to the backup players like J.D. Bradley, all of these players are really, really good players. Pressure was on. Nakobe Dean had Amari Rodgers covered. It was a little bit of a pressure play, I would say, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. I need a block. I need a block here, and we get forward 6 yards. Pick up. That is decent. We can work with that. Let's see, which play do we go for? Let's go with the tight end angle. Chig is back. That is awesome. All right. Still going to be looking for Rodgers, I think, on the safe route. Like this. First down. And there we go. Just want to keep on moving. I just want to keep on moving. That is the target for today, as Caden Stearns does stop him pretty clearly. All right, inside zone. Inside zone. Left-hand side. Get ready, Bradley. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go around, and it's a first down, pushed out of bounds. Would have liked to keep the clock running, but we have to evade. We have to keep evading the pressure because we can't really just go for it. Halfback base, verticals, bench pivot. Pivot. I love friends. Just love friends. There we go. Inside zone. Quick shuffle. Let's be quick. 7, 6, 5, 4. There we go. Boom. Derrick Henry. Oh, come on, man. Number 21 was there as Nakobe Dean goes down. Right knee? Right knee, probably. Inside zone, left-hand side. That was only 3 yards on the pickup. Do we have something clever with Chig here? Let's go with this one here. It's an RPO. Just like that. It's an RPO, and we push ahead. Getting shoved out of bounds here. That's a hard hit, actually, after Chig has completed the run. We could argue, but that one worked very well. It's a design play here. And off we go. Chig powering forward. Getting shoved out of bounds here, number 21. Now number 22. Double teaming my big tight end. So let's go. ISO, first and goal at the 6-yard line. Do we believe in the run here, or do we rather go for a pass play? Let's try this one. Ah, number 2. I was half expecting to hit the target there, but that one was just... He was just there. All right. Let us get the touchdown here, guys. That actually looks like an interesting gap right there. Can I go? Do I have the curved inside zone split somewhere around here? Let's go like this. We're gonna try this one here. I can't tell you if it's gonna work. Obviously not. Jesus. All right, there we go. Nicholas Petit-Frere with an injury. I mean, he let the player through very quickly. Frustrating. I get that. I totally get that. Alright, we're going to try the mesh spot. I think the mesh spot actually should work better. 3rd and goal. If we can hit Caleb Palmer, that's awesome. If we can't, then we're going to take the field goal. Right, psych. And pushing forward, Chig of freaking Okonkwo. There we go. Love the big dude. Catch, push forward, and he's in. Malik Willis connecting beautifully here. And look at that turn. Smith Jr. tries to tackle. And the emphasis is on the try. It's an attempt. Come on, defense. Defense holds them. That is beautiful. That is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to see a response to that loss last week. I wanted to see the response. I wanted to see the team fight again. I want to see the spirit go up. And there we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Treylon Burks and Malik Willis connecting on this play here. I'm going to put it out there. You know, I'm not bad-mouthing Malik Willis. I really am not. He's not my starter. And that is for a reason. But he's a very good backup. Probably the best I could really hope for in my current situation. So let's go here. Let's go with a run play here. We're just going to keep the clock running. Just going to keep the clock running. Let it tick down as far as it possibly can. I want to work this clock here as much as possible. And J.D. Bradley, 2 yards only. If I could get the curve on that run, that would have been a beauty. That would have been a beauty. Right, let's go. 94 Whyle. Again, left-hand side. Stacking up pretty hard here. Do I have a better play? Could go with a double slant. I could try this one here. Just number 22 just moved. Let's go. Yeah, that is triple coverage there. And the accuracy wasn't really that precise. But nevertheless, let's try. Let's see here. Yeah, the whole stopping the clock thing, it just went out the window. But look at the 2 exclamation marks. They're gonna bum rush me. If I can get Chig back there. I got Chig back there, but the rush was on me. And we're gonna go with a 27-yard field goal. Here we go. Again, moving very slow. That's the special ability. Evan McPherson is a superstar. Nothing to do with the difficulty level. Just putting that out there. There we go. It's going to be 24 and 10. If our defense manages another stop, I'm going to go crazy. Alright, they don't. So now 1 minute 23. And we're going to have to work our way up the field to get to the to field goal range, basically. Like this. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. J.D. Bradley not finding the gap. Not finding the gap. But we're also not creating a gap, so there's that. Can we please evade? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. 3rd and 7. It's not happening. We're not getting an opening. Not getting an opening. Right. Why is it close? Because they were using the timeouts. God damn it. I want to see a block, guys. Oh, that's a first down. That's huge. Let's go down. Whew. I think they heard my cursing and yelling from the sidelines. And we're like, alright. Let's clear a path before he ruptures a vessel. And now this is it. This is basically relaxation time. I'm gonna be... Tell you what. I'm gonna be putting in... Yeah, we need to fix this here really, really quickly. Like this. Need to fix the depth chart. Just have to think of that later. For now, we're gonna go with run plays anyways. And then we're gonna go cap it off with a field goal. But that can be done by my rookie quarterback. So we don't really need to keep him out here. Number 11. That's Greg Snow. So let's see. Let's see his handoffs. Oh, that was beautiful. There we go. We're going to take it, of course. First and goal. Let's go with the timeout here. Let's go with the timeout. Great run. J.D. Bradley. All right. Very commendable. Very commendable. Here we go. Gonna go to the inside zone. Another one. Left-hand side. Greg Snow gonna hand it off here to J.D. Bradley. That is beautiful. And we're gonna run it in. There we go. J.D. Bradley gets a touchdown. That's fantastic for him because he gets more experience points and he really needs that. Young player definitely needs all the experience points he can get. Number 11. Good handoff. But then again, how bad can you mess that up, right? So here we go. Continue, and that's the game, and we win. All right, we come back to winning ways without our starting QB, and Nick Sirianni's frustrated here. 31 versus 17. Our defense was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. Crazy good job by them. Absolutely crazy. Let's take a look at this one here. Malik Willis, 102.2. 2 touchdowns, 53% completion rate. Yeah, well, it's just the accuracy is not as high. Jaelyn Hurts, 61 and injured. All right, so Bo Nix had to step in. It just happens to the best of us. J.D. Bradley, 104 yards, 1 touchdown. 0 fumbles, that's good. Chris McAdams also got a touchdown, but then injured himself. I just hope it's nothing bad. That really would suck. Treylon Burks with that touchdown, super important. Neighbors, Devonta Smith, Chig, Okonkwo, not injured. That's a big one as well. Missing him would really, really be horrible. Caden Stearns and Kent Murray are the solo tackle leaders, total tackle leaders. Caden Stearns and Nolan Smith Jr. 1 tackle for loss by Josh Pascal. There we go. Neil Wilcox, nice. Gets a sack, beautiful. And 1 interception by Dylan Fletcher. Does pick up an injury. That is not great. And back here, Ethan McPherson. 4 extra point attempts made and 1 field goal completed. So well done. Oof. Well, that's a breather. I was really expecting bad things, but then again, it was a home game, all right? Next week, it's going to be the Texans away. That is going to be tricky. I can see 1 new injury down there. What's that going to be? Please, nothing bad. Farley, Levis, Spears, McMahon, and Fletcher. All right. Pulled groin, 4 weeks. All right, that's another cornerback out, but we get Dylan McMahon back, our starting center, and Tyjae Spears returns as well. That is a huge boost to our offense. I will now be just really quickly be fixing the depth chart for the quarterback position because that, of course, is all wrong. And I think this is correct now. Malik Willis, then we've got Greg Snow, and then we've got Dave Atkinson. Again, I'm leaning towards Snow, of course, because he has the higher overall. But then again, the throw power for Dave Atkinson is just really crazy good. 98. That's a very high number. There are a few other categories where he could be better. But yeah, we're just going to see how this one plays out. But big dude, 6'5" as well. So that should just give him enough power and strength to withstand injuries. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, for sticking around. Really appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like. Drop your thoughts as well down below on the quarterback situation. And as always, thank you so much for being here, guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, see you next time.